Hey guys, it's the Tin Man. I'm sure you already figured out this was a buck. Hang with me for a second here though. See if you can get what I'm talking about here. So what we see here is we see chestnuts. Not by the roasting by the fire, but they're on the ground here. You see those full leaves? Now, the tree's right here. That they came off of. A couple of trees, whatever. And then, when those seeds come down, which are edible, it says here in the book that they'll split open and you can eat them. No problem, but they are seeds. We call them nuts. They are seeds. See all those leaves, the whole leaves? There's only a light layer of whole leaves on top. You get a broken layer of leaves underneath. You see that? Now this is a sign of Bigfoot. And because what goes on is, if this happens to be an area where people would frequent and Bigfoot feels he really needs to, or she really needs to, keep it down on her track marks, then what she'll do is she doesn't have a problem coming in here, cleaning up a bunch of these leaves, pushing them into some piles, hanging out with her kids, doing whatever she's going to do here. Have a great time. And after that great time, they throw leaves around. So what happens when you do that is they continue to crumble up. So what we can do is a measuring tool here. We can think to ourselves, leaves down on the ground, looks like only one fall, maybe like a couple of weeks or something like that, or a week of leaves falling, and the chestnuts are down. So I'm giving a guess that the chestnuts come a little bit later in those numbers than before the leaves. I'm not sure on that. You can help me out with that. So I myself think to myself, those leaves, would they be last year's strewn all garbagey broken up leaves down on the ground, and with the newer ones just starting to fall on top of them? Or has there been maybe a cleanup process being done, even when this book was done 30, 50 years ago? Plus, because the pictures age and such. I have no ages on this book, but I predict for sure 30, 50 years, somewhere in there. Peace out from the Tin Man. Thanks for joining in and listening. It's just a different way to look at things.